We just heard that Jordan Henderson can leave Saudi Arabia after Al-Ettifaq agreed to terminate his contract. They've also agreed to let him leave their training camp in Dubai and return to England as he searches for a new club.
That's absolutely right, yeah. Now, the Dutch giants Ajax remain in talks over a permanent deal to sign Henderson. But on Monday, Sky Sports News reported that Ajax were positive about striking a deal and hoping to do so this week. But fascinating story, really. Henderson, one of the most high-profile players that switched a top European league for Saudi Arabia in the last window. There was a lot of controversy came with it, particularly following his close allyship and support of lots of causes. Rainbow Laces campaign is one of the faces of that, of course, and it caused wide controversy, his move to Saudi Arabia from certain quarters. However, his return will spark even more debate about players and their abilities to settle in Saudi Arabia in that league. A number of high-profile players, of course, made the switch to Saudi, and Jordan Henderson, perhaps the most high-profile player to so far end his stay there.
Yeah, been there for less than 6 months as well.
Yeah, very quick spell there in Saudi Arabia, and I think telling is that they've agreed to terminate his contract there, which would suggest that obviously he wasn't happy, wasn't settling. That's what you hear about his time so far in Saudi Arabia. He will return for England. Remains to be seen whether Ajax is his destination or whether this latest development would perhaps persuade Premier League clubs to show an interest, because after all, there was a lot of talk about his high wages and whether Premier League clubs could match that on any sort of loan deal. However, it looks like now that won't be the case. So will we see Henderson back in the Premier League, or will he indeed complete a move to Ajax? We, of course, will keep you right up to date with Henderson's future. But, of course, you would imagine that with the Euros on the horizon and the England squad and everything else, that also probably came into his thinking with regards to trying to force his way into that squad. And I guess, with all due respect to Saudi Arabia, play at the highest level possible in order to force his way into Gareth Southgate's plans.
Yes, we'll keep you updated on that situation.